Welcome back, future medicos. NTA is going to conduct the NEET UG 2025 entrance exam on 4th May 2025, which is tomorrow. So I wanted to do a video to explain what happens within the exam center from the time you enter the gate and then you come out of the exam, what happens inside the hall. So this information is based on the details I collected from the past students or maybe invigilators. And please take note that this is done only with the purpose of giving you some advanced information so that you can minimize any surprises in the exam hall. Please take note that this is neither complete nor comprehensive in any way, because NTA may keep on changing or modifying the procedures every year. So I want you to follow all the instructions given by the invigilator. Follow NTA website for any latest information. But this video will give you roughly an idea about what happens within the exam hall. With that disclaimer, let's move on. Let's see with the timestamp what happens in the exam hall. So in the previous video, I have explained the procedure until you reach the gate. By this time, you should know that 1:30 p.m. is the last entry to the exam center. After 1:30, you will not be allowed to enter the exam center. Now, what happens after you enter the exam center? By 1:40 p.m., everyone should be seated in their position. You should enter your hall and you should find your table and you should be seated by 1:40 p.m. You should look at the table, and on the table, there will be a sticker or handwritten which will indicate your roll number and the medium of your question paper. What medium you have opted. Say, for example, you have opted for Tamil, or you have opted for English or Hindi or Marathi, whatever you have opted, the question paper medium is supposed to be written on the table. Check these two things, whether you are sitting at the right position, whether the roll number in your admit card is matching what is written on the desk, as well as your question paper medium in the admit card is matching with what is written on the table. At any point, if there is a discrepancy, please immediately notify the invigilator. Now, what happens between 1:40 to 1:50 p.m.? The next 10 minutes, what are the things supposed to happen? The invigilators will check the identity of the candidates. They will come to each candidate. They will look at your admit card and then ensure that the candidate sitting there is the same candidate as shown in the admit card. They will also look at the signature and photo on the admit card against the attendance sheet available with them, They have an attendance sheet which will also have the signature and photo which is taken from your NEET application. So they will compare your admit card and whatever the information they have, They will compare and ensure that the candidate is the right candidate sitting at the right position. They will also take the signature of the candidate in the admit card. As you all know, there are certain places where a candidate have to sign. On the first page, you have to sign. So the invigilator will ask you to sign in the presence of the invigilator. Probably they will also take a signature on the second page on the photograph, So basically, signatures on the admit card will be taken by the invigilator. So wait for the invigilator to come to you and then do the signature. Now moving on, at 1:50 p.m., the invigilator is supposed to distribute the test booklets, which will contain the question paper and the OMR answer sheet. So they will be distributing the test booklets, and they will also be giving one black ballpoint pen for each candidate. The test booklet will be covered in a transparent plastic sheet, so you won't be able to open it. Do not open the plastic sheet. Don't tear it until you are told to do so. Just check on the cover page of the test booklet. It will indicate what is the medium of the question paper. So if you look at your test booklet, it will say the medium of a question paper is Tamil or English or Kannada. Make sure that it is the same medium that you have opted for. The invigilator will come to you with the attendance sheet. You have to sign on the attendance sheet. You have to write your mother's name. Please ensure that you write exactly same as what you have given in the NEET application. So don't make a mistake, because this again, they will verify to ensure that the candidate is the correct candidate. So write the mother's name exactly as you have written in the NEET application. And then you would have carried a photo with you, one extra photograph. That photograph has to be affixed on the attendance sheet. All these will be happening at 1:50 p.m. right? Roughly, I'm talking about. Then the invigilator, once it is done, they will announce you to open the plastic sheet. Now you can tear the plastic sheet and take out the sealed test booklet. Again, the test booklet itself will have a paper seal. Do not open the paper seal. Just remove the external plastic sheet and take out the test booklet. Do not open the paper seal yet. You can fill the particulars on the cover page of the test booklet. Wait for double bell. 1:55 p.m. you will hear the double bell. Invigilator will announce to open the paper seal and take out the OMR answer sheet. So now only you can remove the paper seal and check. The first thing, once you remove the paper seal, make sure that the serial number and the code, right? Every question paper will have a code. Make sure that the number and the code printed on the test booklet or the question paper is same as on the OMR sheet. So compare the OMR sheet and the test booklet and make sure the number and the code are exactly the same. And also check the first page of the test booklet. It will indicate how many pages are there in the test booklet. So look at that and ensure that the exact same number of pages are available in your test booklet. Check the serial number also, right? Check each page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's say there are 10 pages in your test booklet. It is written as 10 on the first page. Check whether all the 10 pages are available. In case if there is any discrepancy in these two, immediately raise it to the invigilator. Do not remove or tear any page of the test booklet. Don't think, right, let me tear the last page and then keep it separately so that I can do the calculations or something, right? It's easier for me. So you cannot do that. You are not supposed to tear or remove any page of the test booklet. Please don't do it. OMR sheet will have two copies, original and office copy. They will be together. Do not separate them. Keep it together. Do not try to separate them or take it out. The original and office copy should stay together as it is from the beginning of the exam until you hand over the OMR sheet to the invigilator. In the space provided in the OMR sheet, you need to sign and also you need to affix your left hand thumb impression. This has to be done in the presence of the invigilator. At 2 p.m., you will hear a long bell. At 1:55, you will hear a double bell. At 2 p.m., you will hear a long bell. And the invigilator will announce your test starts now. And then once you hear this, you can start writing the answers or you can start shading your OMR sheet. Please do not fold the OMR sheet for any reason or do not scribble anything on your OMR sheet. Do the rough work, any rough work or calculation you have to do, please do it only in the space provided in the test booklet. Do not do any calculations or do not write anything on the OMR sheet. Now, once the exam starts at 2 p.m., generally the first 1 hour, you will not be allowed to go to the restroom or washroom. So maybe around 3 p.m. to 4:30 p.m., they will allow you to go to the washroom. So if necessary, you can use that facility. After 4:30 p.m., you cannot go to the washroom. From 4:30 p.m. to 5 p.m., you have to stay in the exam hall. Now at 4:45 p.m., they will close the exam room doors, right? Basically, they will close. They will not allow anyone to go out of the exam room after 4:45 p.m. You will get an instruction at 4:45 p.m. Only 15 minutes left. Stop writing once you hear the long bell. Okay, you don't need to stop writing now. Now still 15 minutes left. But once you hear the long bell, you need to stop writing. At 5 p.m., you will hear the long bell and the invigilator will say stop writing. So immediately stop writing. Hand over the OMR sheet, that is both original as well as office copies has to be handed over to the invigilator. You cannot take one copy with you. You have to hand over both copies. After you complete the exam, you again have to sign on the attendance sheet with the timing, right? When the attendance sheet comes to you, you have to sign with the time on the attendance sheet again. So you have to sign the attendance sheet twice. One before the exam and second after the completion of the exam. You can carry home only the test booklet. So basically the question paper or test booklet, you can carry home. Nothing else you can take back. So this is what typically happens within the exam hall. So probably from 5 p.m., all the procedures complete. It may take another 15 minutes to 30 minutes. So maybe you have to stay in the exam hall until around maybe like around 5:30 p.m. So they will leave only after all these procedures are done. They will not leave any candidate to leave in between. So I hope this gives you some idea about what to expect within the exam hall. One more thing I have not explained here is because I didn't get the right information, so I have not explained here. But one more thing I heard is there will be a videographing of each candidate. There will be a third-party videographer. They will come to the exam center or exam halls, and they will videograph every candidate, and the candidate has to look straight into the camera so that that becomes a record of who is taking the exam. So this is what I heard, but I do not know much details about that. So I have not included that. So that could happen at any time between 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Anytime this videographer may come. So this is the procedure. Be clear so that you don't get any surprises when you enter the exam hall. So my best wishes. You are going to do well. That's what the confidence you need now after preparing for the exam for such a long time. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.